The role that I play at Lafayette is I'm a school nurse, but I do so many other things too. I help with the attendance, I do prom committee, I've coached cheerleading for 17 years. I have driven vans to get basketball teams places or the debate team places. So pretty much I'm a jack of all trades, but my actual job is to be the nurse. I graduated from Missouri Western from the nursing program in '97. I worked 5 years in surgery, and then I got on to the school district, worked 1 year at Lake, and I've been at Lafayette for the last 22 years. Honestly, I'm just very humbled in the fact that people would say such nice things about me. I just show up every day and do what's best for kids, and I'm just thankful that people are recognizing that. I think that sometimes school nurses get overlooked a little bit, and so it's great that we get the opportunity to kind of put that out there at all the work that we do. Nursing in the last 22 years has just been crazy amounts of changes. When I started there, we had one diabetic usually in the building at a time, or we had just maybe one or two things here or there that we had to deal with. But now the health problems are just much more complex. We have trachs, we have tube feedings, we have multiple diabetics, we have people with organ transplants that we're helping to take care of, and obviously we help take care of the staff too, which all kinds of health needs are getting more and more complex every year. I believe nurses are important in many, many ways. Not only do we take care of the health illnesses and the injuries, but we do a lot of health education. We manage chronic health conditions. We perform yearly health screenings so we can help parents, take care of their kids the best they can and just make sure that they are as healthy as they can be so that they can get their education. I think our biggest challenge that affected me was COVID. COVID was so ridiculous in the fact that, the CDC was changing our guidelines every other day, which means sometimes I had to contact trace, sometimes I had to send kids home, then I didn't, then I did, and staff was worried, and students were worried, and parents were worried, and it was just a very, very stressful time. Shut down for a while, and then for a while we had schools that we didn't know how it was really going to go, and of course nurses were an integral part of that in all of the daily changes, but that's probably the number one thing that has been a big challenge. Parents are sometimes challenging their attitudes towards their health, attendance, and education. Sometimes feels like an uphill battle. We have good days and bad days, but I feel like we're fighting it a little more often than we used to. Gosh, I've had so many students through the years that just really made an impression on my heart. I have students that will come by just because they want to give me a hug, and some students that just need something to eat and I can get them something to eat. I had a kid that unfortunately had to go to Webster for a short time because of disciplinary things, and his mom reached out to me and said, "He's just not doing well over there. He misses you terribly." He said, "You're the only person he can talk to." And so it made me so sad. But I went over to visit with him, and I've never seen somebody so excited to see me, even my own kids, right? And so it was so nice, and of course he's back and doing very well. And little stories like that make you think you're doing something right.